Vegeta is able to fend off Moro who, for the first time, comes after him still using the power of the planet for his attacks. While being pushed back, Vegeta asks Moro what his wish would be as he already possesses enough power, but Moro says that he doesn't, as at the height of his power, Vegeta would have been nothing more than an insect, and so he desires his full strength to be given back to him that he lost in his many years spent in confinement. Having tricked his goal out of him, Vegeta stops playing possum and powers up to Super Saiyan Blue. Surprised at his new level of power, Moro creates even more attacks to finish him off, but Vegeta powers up to Super Saiyan God SS evolved to easily outmaneuver everything thrown at him and kicks Moro hard in the stomach, which sends him crashing into the sea. Moro emerges from the water and Goku warns Vegeta of something strange going on. Moro charges up an energy attack which grows more powerful as he steals energy away from the planet, Goku, Vegeta and the Namekians, causing them to grow faint. To Goku and Vegeta's surprise, Moro does not throw the attack but instead condenses it and eats it, granting him another power-up. Vegeta attempts to turn into a Super Saiyan Blue once again but is unable to. Now much more powerful than before and Vegeta the weaker, Moro quickly grabs him and throws him hard, telling him that he too was hiding his true intent. Beerus fishing. Moro now throws a drained Goku and Vegeta around with ease. Vegeta attempts to strike back with his Gallic gun, but Moro simply swallows the energy blast whole. Meanwhile on Beerus planet, Whis notices a decline in energy on planet New Namek and informs Beerus, who says that he is fine with letting events play out as the Namek does not have any interesting food. Back on New Namek, Goku attempts to teleport himself and Vegeta back to the Galactic Patrol but doesn't have energy. After being hit by large energy blast, Moro grabs the two Saiyans and absorbs the last bits of their energy, altering his appearance slightly to look more youthful. The battle over with, Cranberry uses his scouter and pinpoints the location of the villages that should each hold a Dragon Ball. As they head off in their spaceship, the nearby Muri and Eska rush over to the fallen Goku and Vegeta to find them still breathing. On Earth, an angry Bulma expresses how it's been a week since Goku and Vegeta left, and after questioning Mr. Satan realizes that the Galactic Patrol are responsible. She decides to go to Tide's home so that she can use her communicator to get in touch with Jaco. Meanwhile at the Galactic Patrol HQ, Jaco returns and soon gets in contact with Bulma, who asks that a ship be sent her way as she wants to go over there herself, but Jaco quickly hangs up on her before giving an answer. Merus on the other hand is told that Godbu has finally awoken and goes to see him. 3 days later on Namek, Muri watches over Goku and Vegeta, who have slightly recovered due to Eska using his healing powers on them. They are informed that while asleep, Moro had attacked 3 villages and obtained their Dragon Balls. Just then they feel the impact of Moro's power as he begins to attack Zuburi's village. As Goku laments his inability to help, Muri tells him that they have a simulation as a last resort. Several dozen of the strongest Namekian warriors from each village combined together to form a mighty warrior who heads to the village to confront Moro. However, he is immediately killed in a single strike before he is unable to do anything. As the Namekian villagers express their shock in what they just saw, Moro sarcastically apologizes for killing him before he could even see his face. Muri is devastated at the loss of their last hope, and Vegeta notes that Moro appears to have grown even more powerful in the last few days. Goku asks how Moro is able to find the Dragon Balls, and Vegeta tells him that Moro is locating the villages by picking up the Namekian's chi. Goku suggests having the Namekian survivors flee from the villages for the time being so that Moro is not able to find the remaining Dragon Balls. At Zuburi's village, Cranberry can't seem to find the Dragon Ball. Moro points a house out for him to try, and Cranberry finds it immediately, causing him to ask Moro if he can detect their location, though he does not answer. On Earth at the lookout, Dende senses that something terrible is happening on his home planet, as does Piccolo, and wonders if it has something to do with Goku and Vegeta. Moro, now having 6 of the Dragon Balls in his possession, heads to the location of the final ball. Goku and Vegeta sense Moro heading for their location, and they both head out to confront him. Moro arrives only to be surprised to see the two Saiyans still alive, but vows to make sure that they will die this time. Goku and Vegeta charge towards Moro, still injured, only to be intercepted by a galactic patrol spaceship. Meru's riding on top, shoots down the ship carrying Moro. Moro flies out through the roof only to be pursued by Iriko piloting the ship. Meru's closes in on Moro and using one of his weapons fires a substance that covers Moro's body and entraps him from within. DBS 47-5. Good Buu lands on Jaco. Goku asks Meru's if they plan to take him back to prison while trapped the way he is, but Meru's says it will not hold him for long and calls for another on board his ship. Just then, Jaco and Good Buu fall from the ship, though Buu is still asleep. Jaco explains that he had previously woken up but has since suffered from motion sickness on the ride over and is now out of it again. Nevertheless, Buu eventually comes to, and Jaco tells Vegeta that Buu is now able to seal away Moro's magic due to the Galactic Patrol's medium, bringing back the Grand Supreme Kai's old memories through Buu. Upon seeing Moro, Buu remembers him as though he were the Grand Supreme Kai himself and becomes angered. Moro breaks free from his entrapment and faces Buu in battle, though Buu dominates. Vegeta asks Goku if he'd noticed that Buu's energy is not dropping and that Moro's absorption does not have the same effect on him as it did on them. As Goku watches on, he notes that Buu appears to be stronger than before. Meru's wonders if it has something to do with his potential being unleashed after his memories were recently unlocked. Moro becomes enraged, believing that he would never lose if he had access to his full magical power. Buu sprouts 4 extra arms and pummels Moro into the ground. Meru's, however, is still worried about what tricks Moro may still have and tells Buu use that technique now while Moro is unable to fight back. Buu's now detached arms grab a hold of Moro's limbs and hold him in place while Buu prepares his move, but suddenly the sky turns dark. They soon notice that Porunga has been summoned. Cranberry is the one responsible, having used Eska, and kills the other Namekians who get in his way, including Muri. Porunga states that he will grant any 3 wishes, and Cranberry first asks for his health to be restored as he is on his last legs. Goku and Vegeta make a dash towards Porunga while Moro telepathically contacts Cranberry and asks him to ask the dragon to have his full magical power restored. Cranberry hesitates, however, wanting to know about his own wish to escape to an outlying planet, but Moro threatens him and Cranberry gives in. Porunga restores Moro's magical power and he feels the surge in power immediately. Moro makes a beeline towards Porunga, knocking Goku and Vegeta down along the way. While Cranberry is making his final wish to be sent to a remote planet, Moro suddenly appears behind him and kills Cranberry by impaling him with his hand. Moro's other wish is granted and Porunga disappears. Goku and Vegeta arrive at the location of Moro and notice the deceased Namekians scattered around them. Just as the Galactic Patrol arrive, Moro says his farewells and leaves the area undetected. Boo uses his powers to heal Eska, but is unable to heal the deceased. Just then, the planet begins to shake as Moro has begun to suck all the energy out from the planet. Boo restores Goku and Vegeta to their full strength, but when Goku turns to thank him, he sees the Grand Supreme Kai standing there instead. He explains that until Moro is defeated, he will be swapping places with Boo and that they can still save New Namek if they confront Moro together. Goku prepares his instant transmission as he, Vegeta, and the Grand Supreme Kai teleport to Moro.